With these new updates, Epic 7 is back, baby, so you better be using the best emulator around, LD Player. LD Player 9 is now available with the smoothest gameplay, the most stable connection, and a ton of tailor-made features just for Epic 7. So before we check out all these fancy new updates, characters, skins, please do yourself a favor and use the links in the description below and in the pinned comment to start using the best emulator around. Thank you to LD Player for sponsoring us. Thank you guys for always being cool with these shoutouts, and without further ado, let's get back to the video. What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to another Epic 7 video. Boys, I just got back from my out-of-town trip not too long ago, and I missed so much. I think in the past, 2-3 days, Smilegate has been dropping some crazy news on us. And just this morning, we got one of the biggest ones I've seen in quite a while. The new epilogue trailer, whatever it's called, with the new characters, some new skins. If you haven't seen it, guys, just wait. I can't wait to watch it with y'all. Full transparency, I did watch it earlier on stream just today, but I haven't really analyzed it too much in depth, so I'm going to watch it again with you guys here. After that, let's cover the other stuff in the Metodine videos, like the new gear crafting event. It's like Artena's crafting event on steroids, and then there's some other quality of life stuff that could impact, you should be aware of it, but I won't go super in depth just yet. As one, I think until these events come out, some of them as early as this week, or these new features, I want to wait until I see fully, as some of this stuff is a little bit finicky or not, fully detailed on how exactly it's going to work. But we'll cover all of it. I'll give you guys all the info you need to just be prepared for what's coming. And like I said, I haven't seen this much positivity in a while, so I'm excited. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's break it down. All right, guys, I got the video loaded up, and I actually heard from Mango's video, another Epic 7 content creator, that Smilegate was actually copyright striking his video for including the sound here. So unfortunately, I'm going to watch this without the sound on. I hope Smilegate doesn't do this in the future. I don't know if that was an oversight. This is a new thing they're implementing, but I really wanted to listen to this with y'all because there are some cool voice lines. I think they did an awesome job with the music. But for now, just for the react purposes, we're going to watch this muted. So I do encourage y'all, I'll take note, or I'll make notes of what I want y'all to listen to later. But just watch it after when you get a chance with sound. If you haven't already had the pleasure of watching it, and make sure you check it out with the sound included. But we're going to skip forward here at our own pace. I'll pause when I see some relevant stuff I really want to talk with y'all about. But this first intro here is just, I think this is going to be the new intro screen for new players, or the loading screen, but it has Roz here. And they're actually showing tutorial animation improvements for the tutorial here, which is really, really cool. I think it's about time, 4 years in, we get some revamps to older stuff, shake things up, make things feel a little bit newer. And speaking of, let me fast forward to the next part here, which is the summon effect improvements. Now, a lot of y'all might think this is, not really a big deal if you're newer, especially, but those of us that are veterans and have been playing this game a long time, the summon system has gotten really, really stale. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. In Epic 7, one of the strengths is if you have enough bookmarks, and you get that pity, you'll get that unit if you saved up enough. In other games, though, when you summon, you never know what you're going to get. Some of the summons will surprise you. You're still looking to get those new units here and there, and things just feel more exciting. So anything they can do to kind of, revamp that vibe, give you that feeling again of just when you press that summon button, it feels awesome, I think will be cool. And it seems like they're adding a lot of animations, as well as some, show the character that's being summoned for, show their animations and all that good stuff. Next up, we have Runway Fighter, which I think is part of the Moonlight Theater. I've been hearing that's very, very good stuff. More on that. Now, pause, boys. We got our first character. Hold on. Actually, let me pause on the full concept art here. Concept art 4. I'm going to make some predictions now, and I think a lot of y'all will agree. This has got to be ML Rowana, right? They've predicted, or they've shown ML Rowana in both the theater and even way, way back when in the first update previews for the designer or the runway characters. They kind of mentioned that both, all designer Lilibet, top model Luluka, I can't remember which one was first, but they would mention that Rowana, Lilibet, and top model Luluka, as well as even Strays, would be potentially getting character releases down the line, their Moonlight Runway designer forms. And I think this has got to be Rowana, right? The body shape definitely matches up. And I'm going to talk more about body shapes respectfully, guys, in the future with another character we're going to see here in a second. But this has got to be Rowana, right? Everything is about the same. Even this little kind of effect she has glowing around her, I think she looks awesome. It's that it's got that Lone Crescent Bellona, the dark looking kind of gothic outfit, which I love. The stockings look amazing too. I wasn't sold on the eye patch sort of thing, this butterfly flower, but let's scroll ahead. Look at this art here, guys. Oh my god, the splash art here looks beautiful, and I think it looks a lot better here. The sort of eye covering feature, that butterfly, it looks like it's got some, what is that, like pins or needles right there? Damn. So overall, she looks really good. I think they killed it with the color scheme. I'm wondering what kind of character she's going to be, though. Are they going to keep on that Soyver trend? There was actually like a leak. They were talking about a kit, but that was confirmed to be fake. How she was going to be like an aggressive mage style unit. Who knows? I'm excited. If I had to guess, she's going to be the next ML5, unless they have someone already planned in between. But she'll be sooner than later if I were to make a bet. After that, guys, we have the Zero Defect City, which I think is more Moonlight Theater stuff here. And this is a character. This is Karen, who I think this is going to be what? Light Karen, right? Because we have Bloodblade Karen here. I was saying maybe they might do like a specially changed thing if she's going to be an impact on the story, but safe bet is just going to be like the other light counterpart for Karen, who is a fan favorite for sure. And look at this animation, guys. Doesn't that really strike you as a Bankai? Some kind of Bleach for any Bleach fans out there. Looks very, very good. Next up is one of the most requested, right? So if it's not Rowana, this is probably the other contender for the next ML5 coming up. And maybe it'll be Kayron first, since he is a male character. And we've had what? The last one was Laika and Bellona. So maybe it's time for another male character here. But this has to be Kayron. If you guys think otherwise, let me know. But I think if we were to bet, I would be correct. He still has the sword. This claw thing looks cool. I'm not sure about the color palette here, but this is just concept art. So I'll wait to see the final product. I think just the purple and the pink kind of clash a little bit, but it might look really nice in game. Who knows? But overall, it looks cool. I like this. Let me pause on the next slide here. The next scene. I think the new aesthetic that Kayron is rocking looks really good. The whole white hair vibe. Next up, guys, what do y'all think this is? I think it's pretty apparent that this is probably going to be Light Acades ML4. Light Acades. Looks good. And then here we have the Coeric skin. I think... when I was asking my Twitch stream earlier, a lot of them weren't the biggest fans of this, and I totally get it. In terms of what they changed from the base Mediator Coeric skin, it's not too different, right? He looks even edgier. They kind of changed his right arm, so Hand Guy will be an even bigger meme. That's the nickname we've given him. His whole hand now is like this blue elemental cool-looking thing. But I'm personally a fan. I'm not too overly critiqueful. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm not overly critical. I'm not overly critical on the male characters, if I were to get it, of course I'll use it. I think it looks good enough. Let me know what you guys think. It's definitely no Dark Tyrant Tenebria, the Spectre Tenebria skin, but I think it's pretty good. I really like the cape on there. What's up next here? We have... Alright. So I made a joke earlier on stream too that these kind of look like side characters in whatever generic isekai you guys might be watching at the moment. But these are probably the new 3 stars. It's par for the course that they don't look amazing. They might get special changes later and fleshed out stories. And maybe we'll learn to love them more. I think this one here with the pistol looks pretty cool. But the rest, you know, very generic looking. But, you know, what can you ask for with 3 stars? Something to look forward to at least. Let's keep moving along here. Now, guys, this one. Let me see the full art and I'll pause. This one is interesting. This is, I think, a brand new character. Some people were jokingly saying maybe it's like Strays. Elf Strays. Not designer Strays. It doesn't have the designer vibe. I don't think it's Strays at all. I think this is a brand new character. And he definitely has that boss mode vibe to him. What do you guys think? Do you think they would show us the boss character this early? I believe they showed us Bellion and Strays in the previews way back when. I don't know if they showed us Zio early until he's almost out. In terms of these like update previews. But this could be the big bad boss of episode 5. So let me know if you guys agree to that. Otherwise, even if he's not a big boss character, he does look awesome. And normally I'm not excited for the male characters. I think he looks really, really cool. And next up we have another, I'm assuming, new character in the new Vampire Land episode 5. Erasure, I believe. An even younger looking Melissa type vampire character. And this is one I want y'all to listen with the sound on, because she actually is voiced, at least here. She has a little voice line there when she shows off her animation. Now, next one up is... Man, the Luluka fans are probably jumping for joy. I've never been the biggest Luluka fan, but, you know, you guys might convert me, or Smilegate might convert me if they make her look like this. But I'm assuming this is going to be the next summer limited character. If not, then it's probably going to be a skin. But right, guys, I think this is definitely going to be the next summer character, Summer Luluka. And she looks really, really good. What can I say? My God. After Luluka, we have... Guys, oh my God. When I saw this for the first time, All I can say is major respect to Smilegate. If you guys are newer to the game, we've kind of gone through some fiascos, some controversy, some drama, especially considering censorship and, you know, the age ratings of the game. If you weren't aware, characters like Arya were almost going to be censored big time. And I think units like Sage Vivian actually did get, you know, toned down a little bit compared to their preview art and then their final release art. But who knows if that was for sure like the original intent or not. But regardless, there has been controversy on, you know, how adult should we make the game. And all I have to say is, even though these are my favorite type of characters, I would have respected, you know, Smilegate, you know, doing what's best for the game. If it made more sense, especially with like the Chinese servers coming up soon. I get it, the whole censorship thing. But you know what? Kudos and respect. My respect for Smilegate has never been higher. And that they just went through with it. I love these kind of characters. This is my most favorite. I can't wait, guys, till she comes out. Now, let me know who you think this is. I'm assuming it's a brand new character. Some people were jokingly saying it's going to be like Ilanov, Swimsuit Ilanov, or Amal Ilanov, but it doesn't look like her at all besides the tan skin. Missing the beauty marks and all that stuff, right? I think this is a brand new character, and she legit is just wearing a swimsuit, so I'm not complaining. Like I said, major respect. Guys, regardless if you think she looks, you know, the proportions are too much, whatever it is, whatever the body types, I think variety is good in games. You know, as long as we don't go too far. Some of y'all might think this is too much, but I like it. I think variety is great. I think Epic 7 art has always been one of the best. And once again, you know, let me stop harping on this, but super excited. Props to Smilegate for, you know, having the cojones to stick to their guns. Last but not least, I think this is just the animation, or this is either like the skill 3 animation for the new, what is it, Luluka... Summer Luluka S3 maybe, or it's just like a trailer or cutscene. It looks like this could be potentially a skill 3. She isekais or rams a truck into those poor sandbags, whatever she's gonna attack. Very, very cool. Looks awesome. And I think that wraps it up, guys, for the epilogue update preview. Let me know what you think. If you thought any of the characters are gonna be different than what I said, let me know if you're excited, who you're most excited for. My goodness, I can't wait, especially for that swimsuit tan waifu one. But yes, good job, Smilegate. Something to look forward to. Okay, guys, we actually spent way too long talking about the new character previews. I was just so excited. I want to hear y'all's thoughts as well. Let's go ahead and jump to the next big thing I think we should discuss. We'll probably skip over the minor stuff like the profile cards. You don't need to be aware of that too much. Just it's more customization. But this event, I think, I'm just going to paraphrase it as the full details aren't out just yet. They did give us a lot to go off of, though. So let me discuss. I'll TLDR it. And I think I have all my information correctly here, but here's what you need to expect from this event. It's like the Artena crafting event, except way, way better. So not only are you going to get both left side and right side gear, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second, the guaranteed quality, even if you get unlucky, is also going to be way, way higher than the Artena crafting event too. If you don't use fribbles, I'm trying to avoid, you know, terms like gear score, which by the way, one of the other quality of life things Epic 7 is introducing is built-in gear score. The problem is they're making it different than this commonly used program a lot of people use called Fribbles, and so there's going to be some confusion when we talk about gear scores. A lot of veteran players will talk about it via Fribbles, and the way they weigh stats and stuff and determine gear score is going to be a lot different than the in-game model, which is just a huge headache. I wish Smilegate would have just, you know, brought those in line, but that's for another video, guys. Don't worry about it. If you're new or you have no idea what I'm talking about, gear score is just how good a piece of gear, you know, the potential is and how it rolled in relation to that. So let's go through this. It says, what equipment part are we getting? And Operator Cigarette is saying, with the first transmission, you get to pick left side gear, weapon, helmet, or chest. Okay. So let's go through here. And for the second, that means we get 2 pieces of gear, guys. You get to choose, and I'm also going to watch this unmuted, or sorry, muted, just in case. You get to pick necklace, ring, or boots. Next, see what they say here. What about the substats? This is what I was talking about with gear quality. Receivers can choose the substats they desire. Look at that. It says 2 out of 4. And by the way, look at here on the right-hand side. It's showing defense %, which obviously you cannot roll on weapons. So ignore any of this, guys. I don't think they're going to allow us to roll defense % on weapons, as cool as that might be. I think this was just a mistake on Smilegate's end. Editing is saying that means any choice can be a good one. So we get to pick, shows like all the substats, guys. We get to pick all of those. And it says it can be enhanced. What does it say here? After choosing these substats. So we choose the substats and then we can enhance them. And we get to pick which ones to enhance on top of that, guys. And they're showing here the actual weighted system on how it rolls. I think this is a little bit confusing though with the icons they're showing, then this defense percent here. But if we are to take this at face value, guys, not only do we get to pick all the subs, we also get to pick 3. It shows 3 here. Of we get to choose the subs as it rolls in, but 3 of one type. So you can actually pick 3 pieces of speed, or 3 stats of speed, and then the 2 of whatever you want extra on top of that. But you'll only be able to roll 1 piece. You can't pencil roll speed, for example. You can pick 3, which comes out to 17 speed. So if you guys are speed demons, these are just examples, boys. We'll see how it is when it fully comes out. But for example, you could pick both of your pieces as speed, and that's guaranteed at minimum 17 speed for both pieces, and then you have to pick 2 other substats to roll into, which is kind of cool. Other than that, though, you guys will be able to customize this, so choose very carefully. Just an offhand comment, I think you should pick a hunt that is not your main hunt. For example, I farm nothing but Banshee. I'm probably going to pick something like Pen Set or maybe even Immunity. That's just for like PvP scenarios. If your main set is Wyvern, though, you probably still might want to pick Speed. That way you can have at least 2 more pieces that have 17 speed on it. That's going to be up to you guys. Just remember all the other stuff I say for our 10 crafting event kind of holds true. Pick something more universal. That way, you know, it has a lot of uses and not just one unit that you may not enjoy using anymore, might fall in the meta. But that'll be for a separate video if you guys want. I'll make a more in-depth guide on picking the absolute best pieces here and there, especially when we get more info too. Because I'm assuming, like, with all this, it should be correct, but they're already getting some of this stuff wrong, like the defense percent here. Overall, though, we get 2 pieces of gear, guys, that are going to be insane gear quality. And the way to get it, one quick min-max tip is don't turn in your weekly reputation yet. Not the biggest deal, guys, but if this is coming as early as this week, 4/27, you can actually save this week's weekly reputation and get a little head start on the points. And why that's important, most of y'all will be able to get enough just to roll the piece of gear exactly how you want if you don't have to reset it too often, which you shouldn't if you do things correctly. But there's also going to be a point shop, which has some potion ascension, some charms, some really cool stuff coming, guys. So I think this event is absolutely crazy. I'll give y'all more info as it comes out. Correct me if I hovered over or missed anything. It was kind of just a first quick glance, as I wanted to keep this brief. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. Beyond the crafting event, guys, there's only one other big feature I think we should be aware of, at least right now, or at least talk about. There's some other cool quality of life stuff coming in the near future, which we might cover in another video. But here I wanted to talk just briefly about the hero promotion improvements. All you guys need to be aware of is they're wanting to revamp almost entirely the Phantasm system. The Phantasms, I think, you can safely say they're just getting removed, and instead we're getting this new, let me see if I can hover over to it real quick. Yeah, these new resource called Blooms, which are going to use to promote heroes instead of the Phantasm. So Phantasm will no longer take up that hero inventory space. And now we have this new kind of feature, and this should be, you know, just an easier way, kind of make the promotion system less convoluted, less troublesome, less cumbersome. And they're also adding some stigma as well when you farm for penguins. Like if you were ever to farm a mode, I think it's most modes besides like hunt, you get both penguins and now you'll get stigma as well. And I think they want you to use that stigma when using this new promotion feature. Sorry guys, let me take a quick drink. I've been on break so long, I'm not used to talking this much, but this is kind of the gist of it. There's a lot of other questions I want to ask, and I don't think anyone will know for sure until this system comes out. But I've had a few viewers question if this is going to be a net positive. Like, I think for people that still dog walk, I know a lot of people don't dog walk anymore. That's kind of an outdated feature. Apparently, a lot of people still enjoy dog walking, even if it's just running like 1 extra Phantasma in a 3-man hunt setup. I think some people may get a net decrease in terms of like efficiency. But overall, I think for most players, this should be a net positive. We'll see it fully when it is released, when this new hero promotion improvement goes live. But yeah, that is something to be aware of, guys. You can easily promote. Let's see this TLDR here. Using the Spirit Blooms like I just mentioned, you can now promote heroes easier, which will replace the Phantasmas. And then there's a whole separate post on like what you get back for recalling Phantasmas and all that stuff. Or transmitting, excuse me. List exchange. They have a list of exactly what you get. So kind of a cool system. We have to wait and see how good it is. But it should, if I were to guess from Smilegate, this should be a net positive experience, both in terms of quality of life, like ease of use, less cumbersome, as well as hopefully a net positive in terms of efficiency and what you get per energy spent in terms of, you know, leveling, trying to level and promote units. So I think we'll end it there, guys. There's so much more coming out, so expect another video from me soon. Expect maybe on the Amazon channel I'll do some more in-depth guides on, like, maybe that's what I'll use the new crafting event. I'll talk about that more over there, but oh my god, I'm so excited. I hope a lot of y'all that were kind of, you know, maybe feeling a little burnt out from Epic 7, I hope this revitalizes y'all. Maybe some of y'all are coming back, but this does strike me as their big roadmap kind of thing moving forward. So I want to see more from Smilegate, and hopefully a collab announcement as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll wrap it up there. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.